I 28F met my fiancée, Alex 31 am in college. We were inseparable, and I thought we had a perfect relationship. He was charming, handsome, and seemed to adore me. Fast forward 5 years, and we were engaged to be married. I had given up my career to support his business ventures, and we were living together in a beautiful house he had bought. But one day, I stumbled upon a suspicious email on his laptop. My heart sank as I realized he had been embezzling money from our joint business accounts. I confronted him, and he broke down, confessing that he had cheated me out of $100,000. So, I spent the next year planning my revenge. I pretended to forgive him and continued with the wedding plans, but behind the scenes, I was gathering evidence, building a case against him, and secretly draining our joint accounts. Yesterday was our wedding day. As we stood at the altar, surrounded by our friends and family, I looked him straight in the eye and said, "I'm not going to marry you." The room fell silent. He looked stunned, but I just smiled and continued, "You see, I know all about the money you embezzled from us, and I have proof." But I knew I couldn't just sit back and do nothing. I pulled out a folder full of documents and handed it to him. But just as I thought I had finally taken back control, Alex dropped a bombshell. "You're not the only one who's been hiding secrets," he sneered. He pulled out a folder of his own and handed it to me. I opened it, and my heart sank. Inside, I found documents revealing that my own father had been involved in a massive Ponzi scheme, and that he had used our family's business to launder money. I felt like I had been punched in the gut. My whole life, I had thought my father was a respected businessman, but now, I realized that everything I thought I knew was a lie. The ceremony ended abruptly, and our guests were left stunned and confused, but I didn't care. I was too busy trying to process the revelation that my own family was involved in a massive scandal. As I walked away from the altar, I knew that my life would never be the same. I had thought I was taking back control by exposing Alex's embezzlement, but now I realized that I was just a pawn in a much larger game. I didn't know what the future held, but I knew one thing for sure. I was going to get to the bottom of my family's secrets, no matter what it took.